Okay, so the first question, always we get the question like what kind of projects are good when we get an opportunity. So every project, every type of SAP project will have certain kind of SAP learning. So you cannot say that only certain projects are only you have to select, and you cannot select other kind of projects. Yes, there is a difference that few projects you will have a more scope of learning, and few projects you will have a less scope of learning. But in every project you will have certain kind of a scope to learn with your regular work. And also if you are proactive, you can verify how the system setup was done and what kind of knowledge documents you can collect the documents like blueprint, a configuration document, or functional specifications. Those things you can collect and you can go through and understand. You can practice the scenarios, end-to-end scenarios you can practice. So if you have that kind of intention, even any kind of a project, you can still learn better than others, okay, who are just doing that resolving issue or doing the regular kind of monitoring work, what kind of work you are getting. So what kind of projects are good? So based on your situation, for example, let's take you are as a fresher. So as a fresher, for example, if you take it first time you are trying as an SAP consultant. So the first category here is fresher from college or domain experience. You worked in an industry or as an end user for 5 years or 6 years or 8 years, and then now you are planning to change your career. And a person is fresher from college. He just completed his master's or graduation and trying as a fresher. So these kind of category, whenever you are trying for SAP an opportunity, so the fresher from college, please grab whatever kind of a role you get it, whether it can be SAP tester or SAP support role or SAP implementation project. You are part of the implementation, okay, you can accept that one. So there will be a kind of a few rumors like if you join as a SAP support consultant, you will never get an opportunity for implementation. There is no hard truth in that sentence, because in support project also you have to understand the business process, then only you can give the solution, not just a issue solution. You cannot work for a long time with just issue solution like that. You need to understand that why the issue has happened, what is the complete end-to-end process, and in that transaction is being used in which process, what is the process start and end. So like that, if you can analyze and you can learn, okay, you cannot do for every time whenever you get an issue, but whenever you have certain kind of a free space, please practice, take your quality system and take any user manual or a process flow and try to run from start to end. That will be definitely helpful for you. So this category, if you are in this category, definitely you can I recommend to take any kind of SAP opportunity, whether it is a support project or migration project or implementation project, even SAP tester. Okay, there are few cases that if you join as SAP tester, it will be difficult to come out of that tester role and coming to normal support or implementation. I know few cases it happened, but still that is based on one-to-one, like person to person, it can vary. Why I'm saying that, you're working as a tester means you're already running test scripts and you know what is the business process and what exactly happening. You can access to SAP, you can verify the configuration, SPRO and all. Definitely you will have a project documentation access. If you don't have, you can get the access from your manager. And the self-motivation is required for anyone to enhance their skills. Okay, so this category, if you are coming under this category, please accept SAP job offer as a first to start your career. Okay, and as part of SAP in activity, whether it is a testing or migration or data migration area you're working, or you're working as one of the members in the 3-4 people team, so you can accept it and you can understand the work and all. So here I can say at high level you need to little compromise. Someone, see for example, when I was switching from Asian Paints to IT SAP, I got 2 offers. Okay, but so I was able to take a decision that which one is good. I didn't go to that high package offer, but I went to the less package, but still where the scope of working implementation project. So when you have 2 offers as a fresher, then you can check to any of your known mentor or any of your, already if you have a mentor, you can discuss with your mentor, or any senior you can ask, or else even our YouTube comment also you can put it. Okay, most of the time I will try to answer those things. So anyway, you can take a decision whether what kind of role. If you have 2 opportunities, if you have only one, as to start your career, because in SAP entry is difficult. Once you come to SAP field and work for 1 or 2 years, then definitely you can shape your career from nowhere to somewhere. You can see my journey, like if you check SAP consultant journey of Ganesh as an SAP consultant, this is how we have moved from completely non-IT background to IT background, and we are not just doing the work, and we are making giving training or giving knowledge to many people. So that's what you need to plan. If you are first time you are starting from fresher or domain experience, you should not be too much concerned about the type of project. I want to join only implementation, I want to join only S/4HANA implementation. So please don't keep those kind of boundaries when we are trying as a fresher or domain experience, which comes into this category. The second category will be few who have some experience. Okay, they got, and maybe as a fresher, as an intern they joined in any MNC, or normally you got a job and you're working in a project. If you are coming under this category 2, so here what we need to do, so you already have SAP experience, you might be working in an implementation or support. All 2 to 4 years of SAP consultant will not come into one category. That point we need to understand. So all are not in the same category. So what happens, for example, if you join in any kind of startup company or a certain company, when you are they're hiring, they recruited for you for an implementation project only. Okay, or else you got a very good support project where you are able to work on different enhancements and critical issues. So based on your 2 to 4 years, all are cannot be same. Okay, so different people will get an exposure, and few people, like suddenly they have the MM member, senior member has resigned, so you got more work, more responsibility, so you got a scope to learn more. So another person is like, they already have 3-4 consultants, you are one of the consultants, they are assigning you few tickets, and you're just enjoying that, fixing that to few tickets, but not exposure, like you're not exploring different scenarios and what is the exact setup. We have some 30-40 scenarios, but you are mostly working on 5 to 6 scenarios only, but remaining 20 how to learn, check the process flows and practice, and these kind of things you need to plan it. So when you are coming to this category, when you are planning to change, you need to question yourself that in which area you are very strong and what are the areas you have not got an opportunity to work. So for example, 2 to 4 years or 5 years you are almost completed, but you have not worked on any implementation. Okay, so while changing the job, or if you are working for a big MNCs, you don't have to change the job. You can ask a project manager that I want release from the project because I almost worked for this project for 3 to 4 years. I'm not looking any kind of a new learning, so I want to change to a new domain. When you're changing that project, you can put your requirement that I want to work on implementation, or I want to work in any kind of enhancement related project, I want to work in S4HANA migration project. So that kind of requirement you can keep to your resource, whoever the team is available, and put your what is your aspiration, what you want to learn. Okay, so these kind of things you can clearly tell, but still everyone may not get such kind of a role, because sometimes what happens, yes, we are expecting one project, so we will take you for implementation, and even we will send you for an on-site, or else we will give you team lead, whatever aspiration you are expecting, right? So they may tell you that we will try our will, but it may not happen for everyone. But my suggestion is, you need to be clear what kind of project you are planning to work. You have to mention the same expectation to your project manager, or if you're changing the company, to the HR. Okay, in recruitment also what happens, sometimes they recruit per project based requirement. For example, they want a project, the project is going to start in September, so they started hiring in the month of June or July, because they want to hire the candidates before August or August end, so that September resource will be ready. So then that HR can tell you that what kind of project you are going to work and what is your job role. Sometimes what happens, the common pool, the HR is going to have a requirement from 4 or 5 projects, some 4 MM consultants are required. They hire normally, and whoever join, whatever the project requires the candidate, they will just send to it. It's like a common pool they recruit. At that point of time, they may not have a proper job description. So during that case, if the HR or the resource, whoever recruited you, like whoever interviewed you, if they give any kind of commitment, it may be 50 to 50 kind of commitment. So project based recruitment or a common pool recruitment, you need to check that details, and based on that you can take a decision. At least if you are aware about these things, you can at least talk to the recruiter, talk to the interviewer, because in every interview, once you have performed or once you completed, they will ask you a question, do you have any questions to us? At that point of time, you can clearly ask your questions like, what is this role about, and what kind of project, can I know the client or client location? Okay, I'm looking for an implementation project, do I have any scope to work on implementation, or else I'm looking for an on-site, is there any scope to work on on-site here, or else I'm looking only for a team lead role, I'm not planning to work as a consultant. So those kind of things you can put it. So 2 to 4 years of SAP consultant can plan what he has not done in the last few years, and what he exactly wanted to do, he can explain. The next category I will just give a generic way, because here mostly after 4 or 5 years of experience, everyone, like not everyone, but most of the people will have experience of one implementation, one support, they would have worked already, so they may have a specific requirements. Okay, I will try to highlight according to my experience and what I have seen different people. So it's that's why I'm always mention, like when we make these kind of videos, we will collect the experiences or different people idea, different people what they shared. I generally make it cannot be like 100% true. It's not applicable for 100% to everyone. You can see here, right, when I was mentioning that all 2 to 4 years of experience consultants will not have a similar kind of experience, similar kind of package, same package or same experience. Maybe similarity will be there, but not same experience, same skill set. Okay, so everyone will put their efforts in different way, and they get such kind of a result. Now we will see the next category, 5 and above. So once you have 4 years or 5 years of experience, okay, you have certain kind of goals. Okay, so mostly I see in that experience you may want to have to go to abroad and work for a few years, few people wanted to go and settle, and few people want to go and explore and earn something and come back, and few people wanted to take the lead roles. Okay, they want to take a team lead or a module lead. Okay, they want to handle 4-5 people team, so their project management skills can be developed from that time onwards, 4-5 years experience, so that down the line in 8 years or 7 years or 9 years they wanted to take a project management role. So you have to plan. I will explain you those things. How can you plan your career based on your aspiration, based on your strength, and based on your wish. Okay, so for example, that aspiration or wish, okay, similar, what you wanted to become, and not someone is getting more package, you wanted to become that, or someone has become, you wanted to become. So it's not like that. So you have to question yourself that what do you want. When you do certain kind of work, which work you are enjoying, which work you are feeling like a burden, which work you are doing for forcefully because your manager is asking to do, or else because of appraisal you are doing. So those kind of things cannot be done for a long time. I always mention that if you are not able to enjoy the work what you do, you cannot do for a long time. You cannot sustain for the long time. The best example I always mention that our YouTube channel. If I'm enjoying, so I'm able to do. So no one will question that today if I don't keep this live, no one will question to me. Because I got the intention to share, I got the intention to talk, so I started and I do this one. So in the same way, whatever work we do, so you need to 100% you may not be able to enjoy, but at least 70% or 80% you try to ensure that you are enjoying that role, so that you can do for a long time. So 5 and above, like I mentioned, that few people have a specific position related requirements or specific project they wanted to work on new implementation S4HANA implementation project only, or else they wanted to work on an ECC to S4HANA migration. So they can put their requirements properly, or else he already learned working on MM, but he wanted to work on WM or EWM. So he can mention that I am looking, already did EWM certification, so I wanted to work on any EWM project. Can you consider me for any EWM? I'm talking about within the same company, you want to change the project. When you want to change the company, then you can showcase your skills that I am good in MM, I have 5 years or 6 years of experience. Now I did SAP EWM certification, and my plan, like my career in the next 5 years, I wanted to become good, or I wanted to become experienced EWM consultant. So I want to have any kind of a role which giving EWM, otherwise I'm not interested to take that role. So you need to be clear about that one. So during interview, package is little more, or else the interviewer was giving some other opportunity offers and all. So you cannot just accept it after that. Why did I accept this role, and unnecessarily I would have joined that company. So those things, see, before you accept or before you take a decision, take your time. But once you take a decision, try to stick to that and give your 100% effort, so that the results will definitely follow. So these are the how do you choose what kind of project. So like I mentioned, that one you can accept based on your current condition, and there is no, don't believe the rumors that if you join as a support consultant you will not have any learning. No, the project to project it will vary. Maybe few big projects, if you join as a fresher or less experienced, there will be a lot of customization, so that you will not get a more scope to understand what exactly happening in the back end. Okay, so those projects it will take time to understand, but with proactive, definitely you can understand the configuration, what they have done, why did they go for the customization, so what kind of client requirement, that level of knowledge and analysis, if you do it, definitely you can learn. And the SAP tester, don't see SAP tester as a lowest kind of a thing. So if you are coming under category 1, if you get an opportunity for SAP tester, please accept it. Tester also needs to run the scenarios. He has to understand what exactly developed and why they are doing those things, and all will be there. So don't consider in that way. So this is the way how you can choose your next project when you are trying for a job change or a project change within the company.